Hello, you're watching the Prime Time on Hornbilltv. Let's have a look at the news headlines. A Russian drone attack on Kyiv killed 2 people, sparked fires in apartment buildings and forced the evacuation of tens of people, Ukraine's state emergency service said early on Sunday. Turkish police stormed the crowd outside Istanbul municipality on Sunday, chasing protesters on the street using pepper spray and forcefully taking away some of them. Authorities have lifted the curfew in several areas of Nagpur, including Pachpavali, Shantinagar, Lakadganj, Sakardara and Imamwada, while easing restrictions in other parts of the city. Delhi High Court Judge Yashwant Verma has strongly denied allegations that a large sum of burnt currency was recovered from his official residence after a recent fire incident. Rajeev Chandrasekhar, who served as Union Minister of State in the second Modi government, is all set to become the new state president of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Kerala. Let's have a look at the news in detail. Guwahati is set to make history as the first city in the northeast to host a Test cricket match and ICC World Cup fixtures, BCCI General Secretary Devajit Saikia announced on Sunday. The city will also host its first ever World Cup match later this year during the ICC Women's ODI World Cup. No Test and World Cup matches have been played in Guwahati so far, but as per the decision taken by the BCCI Apex Council meeting on Saturday, Guwahati will host both these matches this year. He also said the second of the 2 test series between India and South Africa will be played at the Assam Cricket Association Stadium on November 22. The ACA Stadium will also host 5 to 6 matches of the ICC Women's ODI World Cup, which will be the first World Cup cricket match in the Northeast. The Women's World Cup will be held from September 24 to November 2. The schedule is still being finalized. Guwahati has been selected as one of the venues of it. A former ACA General Secretary, Saikia, also thanked ICC Chairman Jai Shah and Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma for the support in Guwahati emerging as a preferred cricket venue. With these developments, Guwahati officially enters the Test cricket map and strengthens its position as a key destination for international cricket.
There was an Apex Council meeting of BCCI held in Calcutta, and in the meeting we have taken some significant decisions. 2 important decisions which we have taken amongst various others was to find out the venues for the upcoming ICC Women's ODI World Cup matches, which is going to be hosted by India. And for that tournament we have selected 5 venues. One of the venue is Guwahati, and in Guwahati the Asia Cricket Stadium will be considered to be the venue for hosting the matches. In fact, on behalf of BCCI, I would like to say that there will be about 31 number of total matches for the ICC World Cup, and out of which Guwahati is going to host 5 to 6 number of matches during the period from 24th September till 2nd of November. Apart from that, another important and significant decision which was taken yesterday was to consider Guwahati as a test venue. This was a long pending demand for the cricket lovers and cricket enthusiasts of Assam as well as of the Northeast, and it was decided that Guwahati is going to host the second test match between India and South Africa, scheduled from 22nd of November till 26th of November this year in Guwahati ACA Stadium. So for these 2 important developments, on behalf of the people of Assam and as a representative of Assam Cricket Association in BCCI, I would like to thank the ICC Chairman Sri Jai Shah because of his immense support. These 2 important decisions.
Heading on to the next news. Rajeev Chandrasekhar, who served as Union Minister of State in the second Modi government, is all set to become the new state president of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Kerala. Backed by 2 decades of political experience, Rajeev is being projected by the national leadership as the face of development politics in Kerala. Known for articulating his vision in a way that appeals to a broad audience, Rajeev Chandrasekhar stands out for his development-centric approach. The party's central leadership has chosen him, valuing his perspective above all else. Unlike the conventional politician, Rajeev's style is marked by detailed PowerPoint presentations rather than countering allegations with rhetoric. The BJP's national leadership has been seeking a Kerala model that resonates with the widespread acceptance Prime Minister Modi's guarantee enjoys across India. Rajeev's candidacy in Thiruvananthapuram during the last Lok Sabha elections was considered the first stage of this experiment. The elections demonstrated that a new generation of voters is rallying behind this new age politician. A Russian drone attack on Kiev killed 2 people, sparked fires in apartment buildings and forced the evacuation of tens of people. Ukraine's state emergency service said early on Sunday. Explosions lit up the night sky in the capital as Ukraine's air defense system was activated, shooting down several drones in the attack in the early hours of Sunday. A woman died after falling debris from a destroyed drone sparked a fire in a high-rise residential building in the capital's Dnipropetrovsk district, the emergency service posted on the Telegram messaging channel. At least 27 were evacuated from the building. Another person died in the overnight attack on Kiev's Holosviki district. We'll be right back after a short break.
Itu video de ami khan janibo kinaga ami khan laga diet pra tel do komti kuribo moina de tel kina time de komti aro kiman tel lage iman hi kinibi itu bra apuni tel kha to monitor kuribole paribo subji paka time de tel do bottle bra nohoi kena hodai ekta chamos pra nap kuri kena dalibi gao ge bar rakhibo khorone kisim tel cholai thakibi tel ke bar gorom nakribi aro ekbar tel ke cholai dise kule itu tel do aro pakabo khorone na cholabi butter aro ghee nishna khan komti aro lagya amount hi cholabi itu video de apni khan janishe ke kinaga nijor laga diet pra tel laga istemal komti kuribo ahibi aro dubara janibo ke aji ki sikishe moina de tel kina time de komti aro kiman tel lage iman hi kinibi itu bara apni tel khado monitor kuribole paribo subji paka time de tel do bottle bra nohikina hodai ekta chamos pra nap kurikina dalibi गाँव के बार रखिबो करने किसिम तेल चलाई थकिबी तेल के बार गरम नकरिबी आरो एक बार तेल के चलाई दिसि कइले इदु तेल दो आरो पकबो खरने नचलाबी बाटर आरो घी निसना खान तो कमती आरो लागे अमाउन्ट ही चलाबी
Welcome back after the break. Let's continue with the news. Turkish police stormed a crowd outside Istanbul municipality on Sunday, March 23rd, chasing protesters on the street, using pepper spray and forcefully taking away some of them. Tens of thousands of people had gathered outside the municipality building on Saturday for a fourth night in a row. As a speech by main opposition Republican People's Party leader Özgür Özel ended, police stormed the crowd, scuffling with some of them as they worked to push protesters out of the area. Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu, a potential challenger to longtime President Tayyip Erdogan, was taken to Istanbul's main courthouse to give statement to prosecutors on Saturday for the first time since his detention on Wednesday for alleged corruption and terrorism. The prosecutors will then decide whether to release İmamoğlu or send him to court with a request for him to be jailed pending trial. Authorities have lifted the curfew in several areas of Nagpur, including Pachapavali, Shantinagar, Lakadganj, Sakardara and Imamwara, while easing restrictions in other parts of the city. The curfew was imposed following the violence that erupted on March 17 in Nagpur over rumors that a holy chadar was allegedly burnt on the day. Nagpur Police Commissioner Ravinder Singhal said that the curfew restrictions in Kotwali, Tehsil and Ganeshpet police station limits are being relaxed between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Curfew will remain in force in these places after 10 p.m. Curfew in Yashodhar Nagar police limits will remain as before until further orders, he added. Meanwhile, Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said on Saturday that 92 people have been arrested in connection with the March 17 Nagpur violence, which involved incidents of stone pelting and vehicles being torched. Earlier in the day, Chief Minister Fadnavis held a review meeting at Nagpur Police Headquarters regarding the recent violence in Nagpur. In a major development related to the Sambhal violence, the Uttar Pradesh police has taken Jama Masjid chief and the Shahi Mosque Committee chief Zafar Ali into custody for recording his statements. The police earlier issued a summon to Zafar Ali in connection with the violence that broke in the area a few months ago. Sambhal's Assistant Superintendent of Police, Rajeev Chandra, shared the summon details. The Uttar Pradesh Police's Special Investigation Team has filed a charge sheet of over 4,000 pages in 6 of the 12 cases in the November 24 Sambhal violence. A clash had erupted in the area during the ASI survey of the Mughal-era mosque. The communal clashes led to the death of 4 persons and injuries to several others, including officials and locals. According to the charge sheet, there were 159 total accused in the case. The charge sheet also mentioned that the weapons recovered from the site of violence and other places were manufactured in the United Kingdom, USA, Germany and Czechoslovakia, thus hinting at a well-planned riot-like situation. Time for a short break.
यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के मार्गदर्शन और मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ के कुशल नेतृत्व से महाकुंभ पर ऐसी छाप पड़ी कि श्रद्धालुओं की संख्या के सारे रिकॉर्ड टूट गए। श्रद्धालुओं में 25 देशों और 5 महाद्वीपों से आए विदेशी तीर्थ यात्री भी रहे, जिन पर सनातन आस्था का गहरा प्रभाव दिखा। एप्पल के को फाउंडर स्टीव जॉब्स की पत्नी लॉरेन पावेल जॉब्स ने निरंजनी अखाड़े के शिविर में प्रवास किया और दीक्षा ली। अमेरिका, फ्रांस, रूस, यूक्रेन, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, स्पेन, दक्षिण अफ्रीका, ब्राजील, ट्रिनिडाद टोबैगो, गुयाना, स्विट्जरलैंड, फिजी, फिनलैंड, ताइवान, मलेशिया, मॉरिशस, सिंगापुर, श्रीलंका, म्यांमार सहित पूरे विश्व के लोगों ने वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की भावना को यहाँ अनुभव किया। मानवता की समूर्त धरोहर में शामिल होने वालों में 77 देशों के 118 राजनयिक भी रहे। इस तरह महाकुंभ केवल धार्मिक आस्था का केंद्र न होकर सांस्कृतिक मेलजोल और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय संबंधों को प्रगाढ़ करने के मंच में भी बदल गया।
Welcome back after the break. Let's continue with the news. Delhi High Court Judge Yashwant Verma has strongly denied allegations that a large sum of burnt currency was recovered from his official residence after a recent fire incident. Supreme Court released the response of Justice Yashwant Verma, who has denied the allegations and said that it clearly appeared to be a conspiracy to frame and malign him. No cash was ever placed in that storeroom, either by him or any of his family members, and he said he strongly denounced the suggestion that the alleged cash belonged to them. The room which caught fire and where cash was allegedly found was an outhouse and not the main building where the judge and family reside. He dismissed any suggestion that he removed or handled currency at his site. He categorically rejected any suggestion that we removed currency from the storeroom. They were neither shown nor given any sacks of burnt currency. The limited debris recovered during the incident was confined to a particular section of the residence, and there was no evidence of any currency. After the fire at the residence of a sitting judge inadvertently led to the discovery of a large amount of cash, senior advocate in Supreme Court and BJP leader Nalin Kohli on Sunday called for transparency and a clear explanation into the incident. Nalin Kohli also cautioned against using the incident to undermine the reputation of the entire judiciary and made it clear that corruption in any form must not be tolerated, as it undermines the trust and credibility of any establishment or institution. Speaking to ANI over the incident, Nalin Kohli said what one has gathered from the media and also what has come out and transpired through the decisions of the Supreme Court and the report of the Chief Justice of Delhi High Court is very disturbing. One cannot recall an incident where such a grave allegation of actual cash being present in the house of a sitting judge has ever been raised or discovered. Kohli criticized the apparent disappearance of the cash after the initial discovery, with reports suggesting that the senior official from the Delhi High Court visited the house only to find that the money was no longer there.
What one has gathered from the media and also what has come out and transpired through the decisions of the Honorable Supreme Court and the report of the Honorable Chief Justice of Delhi High Court is very, very disturbing. Because one cannot recall an incident where such a grave allegation of actually cash being present in the house of a sitting judge has ever been raised or discovered. in this particular case, what has emanated or is known from the media is that there was an incident of fire. It seems that the fire brigade went there to the judge's house, and in that process, the videos show burnt cash, large amounts of cash, and very, very big figures are being spoken. Now, pursuant to that, the Honorable Supreme Court, under its procedure, that's the Chief Justice of India, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, Justice Gawai, Justice Suryakant, Justice Oak, and Justice Vikram Nath, they asked the Delhi High Court Chief Justice, Justice Upadhyay, to do an inquiry. Again, what's reported in the media is that obviously an explanation was sought. That how do you explain this cash? And later on, it seems that the Secretary, the Registrar General, or someone senior from the Delhi High Court went to the house, and that time there was no cash available, so it seems it was removed. Now, this all raised serious questions, and these have to be refuted, or at least an explanation which is cogent has to be forthcoming. In any case, if crores of rupees are found in a sitting judge's house, it obviously creates a big issue that has to be answered and looked into. Now, the Supreme Court, because the report of the Honorable Chief Justice of Delhi High Court has recommended and said that the explanations or a deeper probe is required, has formed an inquiry committee under its procedure. It would have two sitting Chief Justices of High Courts, that is Justice Sheel Nagu of Punjab and Haryana High Court, Justice Sanda Walia, who is the Chief Justice of Himachal Pradesh High Court, and Justice Anu Sevaraman from the Karnataka High Court. We'll have to wait for that report, but this obviously raises larger questions about the presence of at least corruption in some segments of the judiciary. At the same time, this cannot be used as an instance to run down the entire judiciary. A bad example in any field, in any institution, cannot be used to tarnish the image of the entire establishment, whether it is political, executive, legislative, or in this case the judiciary, because even in the judiciary there are, through the collegium system, honest people who have worked day in and day out and honestly are discharging their work, doing 50, 60, 70 cases and dispensing justice. But it is equally pertinent that the truth should come out at the earliest. At present, Justice Verma has been asked not to do judicial work, but whether his continuation would be tenable or not would depend on what is the final outcome of the inquiry committee. The larger question that will come up for debate is how do we look at who are the people, and what the investigation, if any, would reveal. Who are the people who are made this cash transaction? Because corruption in any form cannot be tolerated. Corruption in any form is a termite that destroys the institution, and it does great injustice to any institution if a corrupt person or anyone who has taken cash is found in terms of the good work that those people there are doing. So we would expect that the truth should come out at the earliest, and the logical steps that follow must take place thereafter.
The Assam State School Education Board, ASSEB, has postponed the remaining subjects of the higher secondary first year examination 2025 because of question paper leak. The postponed exams were to be conducted from March 24 to March 29. In a Saturday order, ASSEB said the move was made after there were reports of a protocol breach. The issue will be discussed during a board meeting on March 24, and additional directives will be issued to all concerned agencies. The row started when the mathematics test, which was initially scheduled for March 21, was rescheduled after a leak of the paper was reported. The authorities had asked institutions to return sealed packets of question papers, but it was later discovered that some institutions had opened the sealed packets one day prior to the scheduled test. In the wake of this revelation, the board also feared that leaks of question papers for other subjects could not be eliminated. The board hence made a decision to cancel the remaining exams to preserve the integrity of the examination process. Authorities are set to review the situation in an upcoming board meeting on March 24, where further steps will be decided. That is all we have for now. For more news and the latest updates, keep watching Hornbill TV.